follow it and open the floor for questions, Coach.
What a football game. What a football game. Two great teams battling. And that was a national championship caliber type game right there. Hats off to Jackson State University. Obviously a very talented, well-coached team, and they had a great season. Excuse me, I thought our staff did a heck of a job of getting these guys prepared. And aside from, schematically and everything, you got to pour into these men mentally as well. And they see some of the clippings and you hear some of what people say about us and them and, all that stuff. And we talk about being great. And being great here starts with belief. Believing in yourself, believing in the program, the play call, and your teammates. And I just, I'm so proud of my guys. I'm so happy for my university. And, like I always said, since last week at the press conference, it's so much bigger than me. It's about North Carolina Central University first and foremost. And it's about the MEAC. And I'm just a piece of it. I'm the spokesman for our program. But I take my hat off to our guys. I love them to death. They had a chip on their shoulder. The disrespect was real since we've been down here. We come to the press conference, and many of you were here last week. Their athletic director addressed us as North Carolina A&T State University. I mean, come on. We pull up to a dinner the other night. Buses won't move. They got to drop our guys off in the middle of the street. Pre-game, we supposed to come out at a certain time before the national anthem. For whatever reason, the team wasn't ready, so they stopped everything. My guys stayed in the tunnel for 10 minutes in pre-game, waiting to come out. But it don't matter. It doesn't matter. We're a resilient group. We play good football, and I said that before, and I'm proud of my guys. But like I said, they're going to put some respect on our name in Black College, and I think they're going to do that now.
Mia Berry with Anscape. Coach, congratulations.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
First part, you won the inaugural Cricket Celebration Bowl as an assistant coach. How does it feel being this homegrown kid that's bringing it home to your alma mater? In the second half, you said Central wasn't doing anything different. You were going to play your brand of football. We saw a little trickery along the way. Can you talk into what went into some of those trick plays in the decision making?
Right. This means so much. The folks, Chancellor administration brought me back. Obviously, I'm an alum, and my parents went to North Carolina Central, so I had a chip on my shoulder, and I had a little motivation to try to get North Carolina Central back on top. And I'm really happy, that I had an opportunity to come back and lead this program, and I'm humbled and it's an honor. I don't take it lightly at all. And as far as our game plan for the day, I told folks that we're gonna do what we do, and we run the football, and we're a physical football team, and it starts up front. So we let our guys Mookie and Pee Wee run that rock today, and we saw some things that were open, and we were able to take advantage of. I thought the fake punt changed the course of the game, and then obviously the 2-point play late, throw back to Pee Wee. We talk situations all the time, and we got to be prepared for every situation when it comes to this game. So that was a play we've been running for a while, and thought it was there, and the guys executed it.
Coach Ernest Riggs, MTNV Sports.
I'm sorry, where are you, buddy? Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
You noticed all the disrespect, right? And if you were able to kind of talk to us about it, that means you noticed it, you saw it. Did you point it out to your team before the game to let them know what was going on, or did you just...
They saw it. They the ones sitting on the bus. They the ones that got put out in the middle of the street. They saw it. They saw that we were sitting in the tunnel 10 minutes before we come out. Everybody in America has a script that we go by. All right, we play on national television. It's the first time I've seen the script change. So I didn't have to say anything to them about it. We control what we can control. Bottom line. And nothing's given to you. If you want something, you got to go take it. And we deal with adversity all the time, and that's such as life. So we're not gonna sit here and complain about this, complain about that. You want something to change, do something about it. Bottom line.
Yeah, Johnny Cole from HBCU Stroll.
What's up, Coach?
Coach myself, hey, what's going on? I tell you, I watch you from the time you came on the field, and I want to say that you and your coaching staff, man, I mean, I've never seen a very coach from the time you came out to the time you finished the game. The calmness on you that I've seen just through the whole course of the game. Was it something about watching film for 2 weeks? I think you guys got a chance to watch. That it was about something about Jackson State that you knew that y'all could attack and to be able to win the football game. You seemed so confident about that we were going to win this football game.
Yeah, I was confident. It wasn't more so what we saw with Jackson State. It was our guys. And I said we have a good football team, a great football team. And I said that we didn't really truly have that. I shouldn't say it anymore, the star power, because we got player of the years and all this FCS All-Americans. But it's more so about team and team chemistry and things of that nature. Now, I've seen our guys grow every week from the beginning of the season, and we continue to get better. I saw over the last 2 weeks we had really, really good practices. So the guys knew what was at stake. The guys were hungry, and we had something to prove today. And, you played a really good football team. And this is an opportunity for our guys to come in here and beat a 12-0 football team and let folks know that we're as advertised. We come in here and we weren't even picked at the beginning of the season in the top 10 in black college football. It was 10 teams that y'all picked that were better than us. So our guys had a chip on their shoulder since August. Now, schematically, when we come in here, we knew they liked to bring pressure. We knew they were a very physical football team and they were athletic. So that's when we have more of the quarterback design runs to get the +1, to get an extra hat in the run game. But I thought our game plan was unbelievable. I thought Coach Matt Leone, my offensive coordinator, did a great job. For us to rush for 276 yards on them people right there, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So, and it starts up front with the offensive line. And, but I'm very pleased it wasn't more so about Jackson, it was about North Carolina Central.
Hey, Coach, Kendrick Marshall, HBCU Sports.
Where you at,
Start,
I'm sorry.
yeah, start the game. You guys threw deep against Travis Hunter. You got a big play. You guys ran right at JSU interior front, which has been the strength of their team for the last 2 years. What message did that send for you guys to be so aggressive on those 2 moments?
Okay, again, it was about us and about our game plan. I mean, what we do. And we weren't going to run. I respect Travis Hunter. He's a great football player. But at the same time, we can't go 60 minutes and not throw at him. Okay, so it wasn't like we were just trying to take a shot at him to prove anything. No, that's what we, the progression that was open. The receiver made it. We had a good throw, great catch. Running the ball in between the tackles. Again, like I said in the press conference, we're gonna do what we do. And we got a strain with the offensive line. We can't put in a whole new offense. So at some point, offensive line is gonna be all against them. You got a strain. And win your one-on-one battle. And guys took pride in what they were doing, and we executed.
Coach Raphael Haynes with the 3-point conversion. Raphael Haynes with the 3-point conversion. You talked about how media, the viewers learned about you all. But what did you learn about your team, not just your team, but yourself as a coach this year?
How can I say this and be humble?
We got to.
I said, man, I've been a part of really good teams, and I've won championships, and I learned from one of the best, Rod Broadway, Sam Washington. Them dudes like my dad, my fathers. Got a lot of respect for me. Buddy Pugh and I are very close. So I've seen the formula, I've seen what it takes, and I've been around really good teams, and I've won championships in 3 different conferences: Black College National Championships in the SWAC, CIAA. And the MEAC. So it's about sticking to the formula, getting good, really good people with you. I knew the guys that we had in that locker room, so I really didn't learn anything. Them guys, I've seen them, I know them, I know they're hard, I know what they're about. We recruited them, and they babies, they young. We got both of these guys coming back next year. They're not seniors. You look at that roster, high school kids, young men, high school young men that bought into our system, bought into our scheme, and have developed. And that comes from our strength staff, our support staff, and everybody that North Carolina Central University pouring into them. Now, obviously, we have the culture here. We got a great foundation. Yeah, we can go find us 1 or 2, transfers. But we built this thing with high school young men.
Trey and Gray, Atlanta Journal-Constitution. Obviously, we talked about the fake punt, the reverse, and plays like that. How much impact did those big plays have on the momentum of the game, and that was so close throughout?
You know, when it's a one possession game and it's back and forth, and you're driving and defense finally gets a stop, and you know I thought moved the ball pretty good in the first half, and then defense gets a stop on us, and then boom, you hit them with a fake punt, and defense got to come back on the field. You know that wears on you, especially your psyche, and you know you got to keep people on their heels. So we have some more stuff cooking too now. We have one or two more.
Gary Jones of BMA Sports. Last week, I talked about coaching experience. And I think I highlighted 20 years, you said 20 years coaching experience. After the game, I talked to Mr. Buddy Pugh. I said, how did having experience win this game? And he just smiled. So this 2 years straight, do you think experience, coaching experience, won this game again?
I don't think it was more so coaching experience, really execution, being able to run the football. They rushed for 68 yards to our 276. They threw the ball for 349. Okay, you're gonna win games throwing the ball, but to win championships you got to be able to run the ball. Okay, when you run the ball, you can keep Shador off the field. That was our game plan. How do you stop them? How do you stop their offense? Keep them on the sideline.
Yes, sir.
We had 38 minutes of time possession to their 21. So that was the game plan. First quarter, 10 minutes to their 4 minutes. So they beat us time possession in the fourth quarter. But that was the game plan. If I can run the football and keep them on the sidelines, we're gonna be in good shape.
Speaking at your HBCU game day, Coach, congratulations. You told us back in Norfolk a couple of months ago. Here we are. But talk about Davius. You guys will be forever linked. Just talk about what it was that you saw in him initially, and then today when the game was over. Kind of, I'm guessing this is coming to fruition.
When you get a chance to see him, you see how mild-mannered he is, how humble he is. Obviously, he has all the physical attributes to be great, but he's a leader, and he's definitely not gonna get too high, get too low. Just a great young man, and he's a warrior. The kid had surgery on his hand 2 weeks ago. All right, we broke his finger the last game of the season. Bad snap, reached down. The doctors couldn't wait till after the season to fix the ligaments in there, so he had surgery on his non-throwing hand. So he did this right here today and ran the ball for over 100 yards, whatever he did. All that today, just coming right off of surgery.
Paul Briggs, MEAC Sports. Coach, last year you guys was in the MEAC SWAC championship game at the beginning, SWAC challenge at the beginning, and now to be in the Cricket Celebration Bowl championship game a season later. Talk about the journey going from the beginning of the season, now playing at the MEAC SWAC and the end of the season.
They talk about it starts in the A and ends in the A. And for you to be able to play a great opponent like Alcorn State last year, and what Coach McNair has done with that program, they have a great program, and they're very athletic, and you're going to have a battle when you play them guys. And then, here, and I was messing with alumni last night, they talk about get to Atlanta. Well, we here, let's talk about you got to win in Atlanta. So, for us to come back down here and play here again, and John, can't say enough about this. Y'all look at the energy in that building. The NFL commissioners in here. It's a sellout. The energy in there. And then people want to talk about playoffs. Like how do I ever say the playoffs? Practice. Come on, man. Let's be real. But that's an unbelievable experience to be able to play for our guys to have the opportunity to play here in this. And the bands were rocking. That's what black college football is all about. That's what it's all about. And I'm happy for our guys to be able to have an opportunity to experience that.
Last one, Bill.
One more right here. I'm sorry, Joshua. I'm sorry.
Okay.
And then Khalil.
Shakira Martin with MEAC Sports. Coach, congratulations.
Thank you.
Just walk us through what
this game and this win does for the MEAC conference, especially on a platform that was basically set for the SWAC. Your players talked about how when they came in, the spotlight was on them. They were able to chill and do what they do best. What does this do for the conference?
I mean, it'll continue to show everybody that we play really good football in our conference. I mean, I don't expect a whole lot to change, and when we get back to Durham, the roads be paved gold, nothing like that, but maybe they can come. But I mean, again, we further prove that we play really good football in our conference. Bottom line. And I'm sorry, what was the second part of the question?
Just what does it do for the conference?
Oh, yeah, that's it. I mean, and again, we didn't have much pressure on us. And, we humble. We just play the game, man. We don't need to do all that talking. We let our work speak for itself.
This is Kenyatta Cavill.
Hold on one second. I'll only answer this question if he has a MEAC polo shirt on.
That's right. No, I won the North Carolina Central Championship. That was my shirt. Now, since you're going really hard like that. And I wanted to say it's been a pleasure to follow you back at the beginning in Norfolk. And you talked about the journey and concluding it right here in Atlanta with the Celebration Bowl. As I asked some of the players, there's a limited opportunity to win a championship, whether that's at the interscholastic level, intercollegiate level, or the professional level. You've done that now. Talk about how you feel about taking the journey.
Well, that's the fun part is when you see that, you come from, our struggles from when I first got here in 19 to we improved, but then we struggled here. And then, people kind of counted us out when we lost to South Carolina State this past year. So I think that's what makes men is when you have to go through adversity, and that's what makes teams. And it's hard to win championships, and I've been blessed to win several of them, a lot of them. But that's one thing, like you said, nobody can ever take away from these young men their legacy. When they come back 10, 20 years of homecoming, or they telling their story to their kids, man. We had a 10-win season. We won the MEAC. We won the Celebration Bowl. Who'd y'all play? Daddy, who'd y'all play? We played Jackson State. So you can't take it away from these guys, and they worked for it. They earned it, and I love them guys, man. I'm so happy for them that they have an opportunity to experience championship, and we win that thing and bring it back to Durham.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate your time.
Thank you guys for your coverage this year.